Sorry, SNA fans. The internet connecting difficulties, but yeah, second. This is the second clip of the wrestling news video on March 12, 2024. Back to the video, and yeah, as what I was saying, Chad Gable try to get his revenge for him and his family's sake from like 6 months ago with Gunther humiliating both of them, and well, when he retained his WWE Intercontinental Championship, and he's not gonna let this slide, like with him not be him missing WrestleMania, and somehow we're gonna see him. I'm not sure how he's gonna get added to the into this triple threat match. Like we could possibly see this happening somehow. But for now, just keep your fingers crossed for those Chad Gable fans out there. Fans that are not really much a fanatic on social media. Like, do you agree with everybody making the hashtag We Want Gable, or do you think that they're taking this way too far? Like, and do you think that it's already enough that we only had the We Want Cody movement? Let me know about that in the comments right down below. And do you think Chad Gable is going to chow? Do you think Chad Gable is going to be added in this match with the Ring General Gunther and Sami Zayn for Gunther's Intercontinental Championship? But anyways, let's move on to the next wrestling news. We got some change made to WWE's plans for WrestleMania title contenders match revealed. We got more to talk about onto this Intercontinental Championship non-contender situation with when a change made to plans like for the Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania 40, number one contenders gauntlet match on WWE Raw has now been revealed. The match with Ricochet, JD McDonough, Bronson Reed, Shinsuke Nakamura, Chad Gable, and Sami Zayn were in action on the March 11th show, facing off in a gauntlet match to determine Gunther's title challenger at WrestleMania 40. Sami Zayn was ultimately victorious, scoring wins over the likes of first Bronson Reed, Shinsuke Nakamura, and then the final participant, Chad Gable, to end the gauntlet bout as the last competitor standing a report competitors. But the last competitor standing. A report shared by Fightful Select for WWE Raw shows that the original lineup for matches with the within the gauntlet match was different from what actually played out. Per this report, the original plans was Reed was set to defeat Ricochet in the opening leg before Sami Zayn would beat him, and then JD McDonough and Shinsuke Nakamura ahead of facing Chase scored a fall over McDonough in the gauntlet. Ricochet was notably the man who Gunther defeated for the Intercontinental Championship to begin his historic reign in June of 2022. WWE has confirmed that Sami Zayn will challenge for Gunther's gold at WrestleMania 40, with the company sharing a new graphic for the match. Many fans have taken to social media to voice their outrage following Chad Gable's loss with a with a hashtag We Want Gable appeared online. But beyond all that, what's your thoughts on the original plans for this gauntlet match for the Intercontinental Championship? Do you think it would have been better if it started off with Bronson Reed, Big Bronson Reed and Ricochet, or do you think they did perfect on the way they booked it? Except for most of y'all would say, except for the end of the match. With most of y'all saying, but I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of that in the comments down below on what your opinions on this matter, which maybe is a good thing because at least they didn't fully bury Ricochet. He should get at least one win in one of the rounds in the gauntlet match, which he did against JD McDonough, which that makes sense in a way because he would have lost Sami Zayn anyways. And Sami Zayn was planning on to eliminate most wrestlers in the gauntlet match anywho. So I guess they shared JD McDonough to Ricochet, with Ricochet defeating him in this match, where they were going back and forth, looking like if they're fighting for a cruiserweight championship, like in the main event of whether if it's on the main roster or NXT. And that's how the match ended up looking like with a WWE pushing for both Ricochet and JD McDonough as future stars in the company, which they mostly said they're out on Ricochet, because Ricochet's been there for quite a while, and he's a former Intercontinental Champion in his own right, so they have plenty of reasons why Ricochet should get the win, and also Big Bronson Reed take that opportunity away from him until Sami Zayn came, and he nearly cost him the match, but he still persevered, even though when Shinsuke Nakamura was hitting him with those disadvantages. Hitting him with moves himself, and he was having the disadvantage. I mean, I don't think Shinsuke Nakamura did anything disadvantage like what I'm saying. Same thing had the disadvantage. He made a huge comeback, hit him with a surprising Huluva kick to stay in the match, and then that's where he got the Chad Gable, and then when everybody thought that Chad Gable was going to get Sami Zayn with the ankle lock, Sami Zayn caught him a surprise with the surprise roll-up, like I said, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what's your thoughts on that story, and what are your thoughts on this original plan. Do you think that they went the right way in this path, or do you think you would like the other one better? Like whether if Sammy was originally supposed to win the whole time, or Chad Gable wins, that would have been more of a realistic and a more realistic booking from WWE into a number one contender gauntlet. But that's the thing, anything can go. Even if it is unusual, anything can happen at any time in WrestleMania season. But anyways, just let me know in the comments below about that. But I think they did the right thing in this one, with them changing it a bit, just because Ricochet needed this kind of elimination to show that he has some momentum. And even though he's not like he used to be, as Intercontinental Champion, or even United States, NXT North American, or any of these three mid-card championships in WWE, but still he can go out there and put on an impressive performance. But yeah, let me know in the comments below also on what's your thoughts and what's next for the one and only one. But yeah, let's move on to the next wrestling news slide. We got some. Next up, we got an AEW star suffered a broken jaw, pulled from upcoming match. AEW's Anthony Henry. I was about to say Hendry. My apologies. Anthony Henry and JD Drake will miss the World Tag Team Tournament due to an injury. Henry was revealed, like known as one of half of the workhorsemen. Henry was facing fellow AEW star Brian Keith at Deadlock Pro Wrestling Live 5 on March 10th for the DPW National Championship. A knee strike during the match resulted in Henry sustaining a broken jaw, as revealed on Twitter. Update absolute With the update absolutely gutted in last night's match against Brian Keith. I match I I took a knee strike, a knee strike that broke crown new champions with a strong capital plural for the vacant titles after Sting's retirement match at AEW Revolution. Henry would follow up that post with another revealing that he has never had an injury like this going on the States, of course. And he said, I honestly don't know how I will take this. I've never had an injury like this. I don't know what to do without wrestling. And my biggest fear is that it details any upcoming plans for JD Drake, and I. Excuse me. I'm not trying to static on my words, but I was trying to make sure I say it correctly, and also the stupid allergies that I'm going through right now. But luckily, it's gradually going away, and luckily I've been taking some allergy medicines that's drying it up, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'd say it's not as bad as it was from the past couple of days, but it's still sort of kicking my butt right now, right in my nasal area at least. But anyways, but yeah, let's continue to talk about this message that what's his name, Anthony Henry, right? He also added, "I may be absent from here for a while. I appreciate all the fans who support us." Henry made his AEW debut in September 2021 on AEW Dark, and has since featured on AEW Rampage, Collision, and even Ring of Honor TV. Here's the post by the Ring of Honor and AEW star, with him showing a X-ray of his X-ray the X-ray of his injured jaw, and and also uh, him writing down the caption of his X post. And what are your thoughts on to this latest injury from the one half of the workhorseman? And I want to send my deepest my deepest I send my deepest wishes and prayers to the guy. And excuse me, I'm not trying to say it like that, but yeah, I want to send my deep well wishes to this guy, and I hope for him to not be out for long. And yeah, wish him a speedy recovery, and yeah, pray for a speedy recovery. And I suggest you guys do the same. If you want to send anything to Anthony Henry down there in the comments down below, you're more than welcome to do so about that. But yeah, let's move on to the next wrestling news slide, which I did not know that he got injured, but it said he faced Brian Keith at that indie show, which he got knee strike and he accidentally injured his jaw, which I hopefully he won't be out for too long. But it seems like it's going to be only a matter. It's only going to be weeks. But it's only going to be like it's probably going to take weeks, if not like a few months, just for him to recover from that itself, from getting injured in the jaw, depending on how broken it is. Like, I should phrase it more better. Like, is it like how more broken, how fractured it is? Like, depending on that, like to see how long he's going to be out of action. Let's hope it's not too nothing major, and it's going to take a few weeks for it to naturally heal. And even though he's not going to be able to compete in any matches, but let's hope that he can make his in-ring return, like perhaps not even a month later. Like, let's hope that this injury will only be just a short setback rather than a long one. But anyways, let's move on to the next news. We got some CJ Perry, formerly known as Lana News, announces she and Miro have been separated. What? Are you serious? But it says right here, AEW star CJ Perry, formerly known as Lana in WWE, has announced that her and her husband Miro, formerly known as Rusev, have been separated after 7 years of marriage. The pair began dating during their time together in NXT before infamously getting engaged in the summer of 2015. In the midst of an ongoing storyline breakup between them, as reported by TMZ Sports today, the couple have now officially separated after tying the knot back in 2016. Though the two plan to remain friends and work together following the separation. Perry told TMZ, Miro and I have made the difficult decision to separate after many wonderful years together and have decided to move on as friends. And hopefully on-screen characters somewhere down the road. TMZ notes that the separation does not come after any kind of fight and cheating, and no, didn't came in any fight of cheating, and that the two simply grew apart over the years. CJ joined AEW back at All Out in September, where she took a part of an angle against her husband on television. The two reunited at AEW World's End, with Perry betraying Andrade El Idolo to help Miro secure the win. Though neither have appeared on television since then. But yeah, but I would like to send my well wishes, even though they're no longer see each other as a married couple and they're going on their separate ways, and I want to wish them the very best in their journey as they go off to their separate ways from each other after a 8 or 9 long year marriage, I believe. I'll say for the past 8 or 9, because they tied the knot since 2015 or 2016. But either way, for nearly a decade, of being married, and let me know in the comments below on what your thoughts onto this very shocking news, and what your thoughts and what was the reason why they got. But it's been reported that their divorce did not cause of them getting into not getting into any arguments, let alone getting into no arguments, especially getting into no arguments, and none of the reasons doesn't include cheating on one another, or anything like that. It's just that they just don't see each other as a pair anymore, and that sometimes can happen to married couples. Like if it's not really meant to be, then they just they just file for divorce and be separated and go on their different paths and move on and see other people, or even just take a break in relationships for a while, which that could possibly be the best option until you find that one and only, and that true love that you think that you have a big bond with. And yeah, let me know in the comments about this this shocking wrestling news. It does does this shock you the most out of anything in the wrestling news? Like even more than this is just a curious question I'm asking. Like, does this shock you more than with Stephanie McMahon, Nick Khan, Brad Bloom, and what the other guy's name is? And that nurse dude. Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, this is very shocking. Like even for them, I would expect them to be married for a very long time. But yeah, that just shows you like whoever that was truly in love with each other, and they were married for one hand like a decade or two ago. That shows that from then they must have been very in love with each other. Like now, I fell out of that cycle, and cycle, and they moving on and just being friends. But yeah, it looks like they're getting a divorce in good terms rather than being a negative one. But yeah, not just to show you, even from the first, I should say it like this, that even for them, when they thought they were a very lovely couple, turned into I don't say even for them, from being a lovely and happily married couple, turned into just friends that don't see each other as see each other as as a pair anymore, as a couple, I should say. That now as just two friends that don't see each other couples anymore, and it's best for them to be as separated. Yeah, if you know what I mean. And that just shows you that if it's not meant to be forever, for a long time, it's gonna be what's that? I would say not papers. I would say more likely the word of wanting a divorce is never out of the picture. And then the funny thing is, I just showed you that yeah, this could change in just of a pinch of a decade later, I should say. That's the best way to use the term. My apologies. But yeah, and the funny thing is, they did a storyline of this in WWE almost 5 years ago, which was towards the end of 2019, when Rusev and Lana filed for divorce because Lana was cheating on him with Bobby Lashley, which I don't really want to talk much about that. Not my cup of tea whatsoever. Y'all already know that I'm not into on-screen relationships like that, and also and on-screen storylines, anything like that, like a love triangle or a cheating storyline, especially if they're trying to provoke the real life relationships of a couple. Like I just don't like get into. I'm not really into stuff like that. Like if you know what I mean, not my cup of tea, or not my. Or should I say, not my. I'm not sure what to say. I'll say, yeah, not my cup of tea. That's the best way to describe my preferences on what storylines that I would love to see in professional wrestling. But anyways, let's move on to the next slide. We got some more Hall of Fame news now, as how many more WWE Hall of Fame 2024 inductees revealed. It says right here, there has been an update on how many more names are set to be announced for the 2024 WWE Hall of Fame class. The inductees into the 2024 Hall of Fame class have begun being announced over the past week. Over the past week, with Paul Heyman, Bull Nakano, and the U.S. Express, and Muhammad Ali being a latest inductee. And I also forgot about talking about that with Muhammad Ali was announced that he's going to be entering the Hall of Fame because his time in WWE back in the 70s, I heard, yeah, and unfortunately, like he won't be presented the what's that the trophy the Hall of Fame inductee award. I mean, not inductee, the induction award, I should say. Yeah, the Hall of Fame induction award, because he sadly passed away in 2016, which it will be his widow that will be most likely doing the induction. But yeah, of inducting her late husband into the WWE Hall of Fame. But anyways, we're gonna but yeah, they've been confirmed confirmed in the lineup of this year's Clash so far, and it has since been reported that new TKO board member Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has had input into this year's class, with some rumored pitched names being reported. As far as the rest of the class goes, according to PW Insider, there is expected to be at least one more inductee announced for this year's class. There has also reported, there also has also there has also reportedly been some rumblings that the legacy inductees could make a return to the event this year, which sees multiple names from WWE's past receive low key induction. The induction ceremony is set to take place at the day before WrestleMania 40 Night 1 on Friday, April 5th, following SmackDown, which will be the April 5th event of Friday Night after SmackDown goes off the air, which is going to be live on Peacock. And it says right here, Paul Heyman has previously mentioned turning down the opportunity for a Hall of Fame induction multiple times prior to this year. But Bianca Belair has spoken about how how she would love to see the current WWE name receives an induction while a member of the active roster, which we're going to get to right here, right now. But before we do, I want to ask what's your thoughts on the WWE Hall of Fame? Hall of Fame, the announcements of what are your thoughts on so far who's going to be inducted to the 2024 WWE Hall of Fame? My apologies for for getting stuck right there, but yeah, I was trying to think, making sure I'm not forgetting what to say. But now I remember saying it all, even though it took me an extra second. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on this year's class, and do you think they're gonna have one more before they confirm that it's going to be indeed going to be the Hall of Fame? Well, we're going to see that it's going to be after Friday Night SmackDown when it goes off the air on April 5th of this year. And do you think we're going to see one more induction before they're complete, or do you think we're going to see a few more inductions? And do you think it's going to be a certain Brahma Bull that's on the TKO Group Holdings board? Let me know in the comments down below. But let's move on to the next wrestling news slide, where we got some Bianca Belair news on her opinion on who should be inducted to the Hall of Fame. A top WWE star would love to see Natalya inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame while she is still an active competitor. Natalya is a former WWE Divas and SmackDown Women's Champion. More than that, a Hart family member has made a habit of making history throughout her WWE career. Natalya is also a multiple-time Guinness World Record holder, for various accomplishments, inside the ring. Speaking with, like I said, what's it called? Speaking of with tribalized, tribalists like Justin Labar, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Tribalists Justin Labar. Bianca Belair discussed wanting to see Natalya being inducted to the Hall of Fame while she's an active competitor. She said, "I can't wait for one of the women to do it like Natty. Like if you look at Natty's resume and not resume. I said resume. My apologies. Resume. What am I even saying right now? But anyway, if you're looking at Natalya's or Natty's resume and what she's done and how long she's been here, I would love to see her one day be inducted into the Hall of Fame, but still be able to go in and have a match of WrestleMania like Rey Mysterio.